How you doing? Hi, Graham, Martin, Abdul, Michael, Paul, Don. Excuse me, Don Jones from California. Hey, Brian, Nicholas. Hello, everybody. Happy to be with you today. Okie doke. Brian, Rich, Steve. Hi, Steve. Okie doke. What I'd like to do is to start off with our agenda. And once we get to Air Zulu, I'd like to have Nicholas tell us stuff. Okay. Hang on a second. Let's get started here on the agenda. The first thing, as unfortunately still, is that we have to talk about Etude number 2. This is what I got from Comble Mine, was that this week was sent 1 gold, 1 blue, and 3 brown dials. Okay, so we'll add that to as things move along. And this was this last week, and then this coming week, 2 blue dials. I'll have to check the. I think there's. I don't know how many more after that. I'll have to take a look at it. But we're starting to get the ones back to the U.S. now, and so that's always going to be fun, especially during this time where things are sort of nah. we, we, we got, I don't know what to say. Hang on a second. Let me check my usual. What I'm checking is to see what the is it one? Yeah. Okay. Well, the dollar's been at 77 cents for a while now. It was 80 for a while, and before this current administration, it was 90. So, but doesn't go any further. So this the next thing I want to talk about is Lyrique Society Cooperative. Dominic reported the last time I heard. If Dominic, you're here, you can speak up. The last I heard was that we had 4 people who were accepted, so that we can use as 4 of the 7 that we need for going ahead, for setting it up. The only is Dominic, are you here? Are you here, Dominic? If you are, please, any update that you might have. Okay. This is moving. The less I have to say about Etude number 2, the better. By the way, I happen to have mine on, so I'll say nothing bad about the watch, but some of the companies that we had to deal with. By the way, too, Nicholas, since you were asking, Nicholas, the movement on this has been great on the Etude number 2. Okay, now Air Zulu, the finances. Yeah, great. We're gonna have a mailbox. I think I'll send a letter to us, Nicholas, so we'll have something for our mailbox. Okay, let's talk about Air Zulu and the finances. This is really important. we got hit, on the one hand, I think when we planned this, originally, their budget was set in 2023. This is in December of 2023 when we started. Since then, a number of strange things have happened, especially in the United States, and, because we've been dependent on the dollar, I think in 2024, the dollar actually went up versus the, Swiss franc. But since our most recent administration, it's gone the other way. So one of the things that held us up and why we were late was that we had this $2,100 transfer, uh, and some people just ignored it, and we can't afford to do that. Those who ignored it are sort of catching up. Some still aren't, but I can tell you, if it's not transferred done, you're not getting your watch. That's important for everybody to understand. I know all of you guys have, but some people didn't get the message or something. And this includes Nigel's group, which actually paid more, so they come back with less. So just it's really important for us to get that done. Some of the bigger ones that I sort of tried to figure out that we still have coming, plus I think we got one more for Agenor. I have to check with Rob would know that. We have about 31,000 for MAID. That is for the assembly. We've got about 7,900 for Lucrin, which is our pouches. And then we have, if there are any remaining payments for, okay, what's the name of it? Cardans de Genève. Sorry about that, Nicholas. I know my pronunciation was off. So for AB products, the cases, Jean Rousseau for straps. We may have been already paid everything on a lot of these. And then we have the shipping. So I think once everybody has sent in the last transfer, we're going to have to look and see where we are, because we just got really thrown off by a lot of things that were unexpected. Fortunately, we're not having another one where we end up double payments on things because one thing or the other happened. But that's what I have for today. Yeah. Yeah, Abdul, let me focus. Okay, again, where the one of the things I think that was unfortunate, Abdul, it wasn't your fault, it wasn't my fault, but it happened. We had worked together so that we could use certain elements of the Air Soutant with Air Zoulou, and we were able to save some money that we were able to order 200 instead of 100 each. Unfortunately, both of us, or both watches, had a transfer around the same time. So some of the guys who were getting both Air Zoulou and Air Soutant ended up with a double on that one. So that's something in the future that we've got to avoid. Since we're almost finished, relatively speaking, with Air Zoulou, I'm hoping that we won't run into that. Welcome, Rob. So anyway, Rob, you got anything to say about the on the finances? Let me bring that up to show you what this will make it a little clearer. Hang on a sec. Yeah, I know, but we got to be careful on that. Yeah, we have Abdul and I had to rob a couple banks, but other than that, Nicholas, we don't like being late on our payments. And then I got my bookie to pay off. You know, it's a lot going on. Okay, good. You know, we've got to get, you know, the transfer coordinators need to know who is still needs to pay up, and give them the names, Robert, so that they can then move them ahead. Because that's important on this stuff. We've always been on time or early on everything, on our payments, and this was the first time that we got behind, and yeah, we don't want to do that anymore. So now you can get a little better view of it that way. But those are the things that we need to be about. Yeah, that's great. Wait, I saw my name on the first one, but not think I got kicked off the list. Okay. So anyway, you guys who are crack a whip. Oh, by the way, too, we got to be careful. This is a message to you, Rob. There are some people who they had started off or said they wanted to, and then they never paid. But then suddenly they came back and says, "Oh, I want their watch," and so we gotta be careful on that. So that's another thing we've got to watch out for. Oh, good. Okay. Oh, great. Nigel and Don. But we do want to finish up this project, and you can see the expenses that we have coming up. Okay. That was this is it. Pretty much it for today. We had um, the usual thing with waiting for Comblamine. It's like waiting for Godot, I think. Okay. All right. Uh, Nico, is there anything you'd like to add here? Since you're were graced with your presence. Good news about the box. Hey, oh, I know something. Let me see, what is it? The cooperative, the we have the members, they're the founding members. Until we get our charter or whatever we get, uh, anybody who wants to become a founding member can be. And so we have quite a few that we've gotten, and that's a good thing. Oh, wow, great. Yeah, no, that movement is fantastic. Great. It's an honor to be a topic of any conversation, Nicholas. Oh, by the way, Nicholas, too, beside the, project that we're working on for, I guess it would be number 5, there's some other ideas I've had that that I'm gonna be bugging you with for some future adventures. And if they ask for spare watches, ask them if they have a spare $20,000, dollars, okay? No, better, Swiss francs. Oh, one other thing, Nico, while you're here, um, if we're tr the the Swiss government has some very detailed rules for, forming a cooperative, and we have a lawyer we're working with on that. We've done a lot of things to in terms of providing information that they need. Not only do they need a passport, they also needed uh, a proof of identity, and so some of us had to send in a notarized driver's license to show that where we really lived, where we said we did. And but if we could, but the it makes it pretty easy if with a Swiss citizen, especially one who lives in Geneva, I guess, since we're that's going to be where our address is going to be. But maybe if you have a spare Swiss around the office somewhere, or we can borrow them. All right, all right. Whew. Anything else you guys have, or Nicholas? Anything else you'd like to tell a group while we're all together? Mhm. Oh boy. What about finger bridges for all of the the gears in the wheel train, in the gear train? Good question, Brian. I think I know what it is. Take care, Brian. Yeah, I think I like our movements. I think I can, there's what we need to see is all of the gizmos that go in there. As they say in, The Treasure of Sierra Madre, we don't need no stinking sun rays. Yeah, oh, by the way, Brian, if you sneak in for the Dumetre equipment, check out the price of those watches. That'll give you an idea. Yeah. Yeah, we yeah, we wanna talk technical, Donald. Okay, guys, anything else? Nicholas, anything else you'd like to share with us? Okay, guys, well, the oh boy, and we're looking forward to it too. By the way, this year, definitely, Nicholas, we're gonna be entering the, Air Zulu into the GPHG. By the way, do you happen to know when they're gonna start up? Is it sometime this month? Do you know? So are we. I'm gonna try to. Well, if I'll put it this way, if we get nominated, I'll be there. And I might have maybe trying with multiple entries. Oh, no, no, no. What the question was is that, I haven't heard from, the GPHG yet about, "Okay, guys, it's time to get in your watches." Like, they start that process. I don't know, I'm trying to remember whether it was March or April, sometime around now, but, they'll be wanting to get all of that information in. Oh, great, Brian, thank you. Oh, so we got some time. No, Brian, that sounds about right. I'm trying to remember, um, when they had the competing watches, first came out, and then sort of back up from that. May 11th, June 19th, okay. That's right, yeah, we're gonna do, Air Zoulou this year and Air Sutant next year. Okay, guys, well, listen, unless there's something else that anybody wants to ask or add or anything else? Okey doke then, we'll see you next week. Any questions or comments or information or contacts, we have all of our contacts all set up, so drop on by. Take care and be safe. Be really safe.